Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. My cousin Marge told me that shrimp and egg is one of her favorite dishes when she was growing up. And when she was young, her family runs a Chinese restaurant in Toronto. It was a very popular restaurant and it is well known in the area. And seafood is their specialty. She told me that when she was growing up, she rarely ate at the family restaurant. In fact, her parents never ate there, as far as she could remember. And they always cook at home, and the dish she remembers most is shrimp with eggs, which is a version of the Fuyang egg dish. And she loved this dish, and it has become her comfort food. However, she told me that over the years, she has created many different versions. After all, variety is the most important thing when it comes to food. Sometimes little changes could make a huge difference. And the processed food industry definitely has caught on to this. Just look at how many different versions of potato chips out there. So why not we do the same with our own home cooking? So last night I cooked this dish in honor of my cousin Marge. I cooked this dish in my 14-inch Cuisinart stainless steel wok. The first part in cooking this dish is that I'm going to shallow fry the shrimp. I make some minor adjustment on how I season the shrimp, and the result is quite different, as it creates almost an entirely new dish. Oh well, not quite entirely different, but it is different enough. And then my wife commented on it as she noticed the difference. I coat the shrimp with cornstarch and also with seasoning agents from my masala dabur. This includes mushroom seasoning, lemon pepper, cumin, ginger powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. I have used this seasoning agent many times in the past. However, recently I was inspired by a video that I watched. The person was doing some shrimp pan frying in a frying pan. He used very similar seasoning agents that I use here. But the main difference is that he added sugar to the shrimp. And the end result is that he developed a nice caramelization on the surface of the shrimp. This not only gives the shrimp a sweetness, but it also gives it some extra crispiness. I normally avoid adding sugar to my cooking, but I thought this is worth for me to give this a try for the sake of variety. So first I shallow fry the shrimp on one side for about 40 to 50 seconds. And then I turn the shrimp around to shallow fry the other side. And without any question, the sugar has done its job. As you can see here, the surface of the shrimp is very nice caramelized. It provides a very nice charred surface on the shrimp. I know that this not only will give the shrimp a different flavor, but also it will give it a different texture. So I can now give this shrimp a name. I can call it caramelized shrimp. And if I have coated the shrimp with honey, I will be able to call it honey shrimp. And my wife probably will say, "Are you talking to me?" I shallow fry the shrimp on this side for another 30 to 40 seconds. And then I pick up the shrimp and set them aside. I'm going to cook the egg in the same wok. And frying the shrimp is a good way to season the wok. I add approximately another tablespoon of canola oil to the wok. As you can tell, the wok is very hot. When I pour the eggs into the wok, the eggs start to bubble immediately. This is a very good sign, which means that the egg did not stick to the bottom of the wok. I use 6 eggs to cook this dish. I season the eggs with the seasoning agents from my masala dabur. I use lemon pepper, mushroom seasoning, garlic powder, onion flakes, ginger powder, cumin, and a little bit paprika. I then add some tomatoes from the garden right over the egg. Egg and tomato make a great combination. This is followed by some scallion that I have already chopped up. Now here, prepping in advance really very helpful. I already have them in the refrigerator and I don't need to use very much of them at all. I don't need to cook both of these items very much, so a few quick mix, the dish is ready. Next, I add the shrimp to the egg. The reason for cooking them separately is obvious. This way, I will have much better control of the texture of the shrimp. This will retain the crispy texture of the shrimp. This dish is very quick to cook, and the total cook time is a little bit less than 6 minutes. Even though basically I actually cook 2 separate dishes. I'm glad that this dish is my comfort food. And my wife grew up in the Midwest. She told me that it's lucky for you that you have comfort food like this. As she said, comfort food for me is macaroni cheese and frozen pizza. I grew up eating a lot of this shrimp and egg dish. And Marge told me that it is same for her. I asked Marge why they rarely ate at their family-owned restaurant. Marge told me that once she asked the same questions to her father. Her father said to her, "If you eat there every day, I guarantee you will be dead in 5 years." He said he knows what he puts into the food that he cooks in his restaurant. They are so rich in fat, sugar, and salt. Yes, they taste great, but not for eating every day. In fact, what he craves is meal that's simple, delicious, and healthy. Marge told me that was a very important lesson for her. Marge told me that when her children were growing up, she wanted to make sure that she gave them home-cooked meals, and she would always explain to them what she put in their food. She said that pays off because her children now have an excellent relationship with food. And my wife said till today, she still loves pizza and macaroni cheese. And I love my egg and shrimp. I post a video every day to explain my fast cooking system, which stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. And if you would like to learn more and adopt my cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.